What's going on? My name is Aleksandrovsky. I'm the CEO of Wooter and CovCare. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and right now we're revolutionizing organized sports. Man, I love basketball. Grew up playing basketball. I met my partners playing basketball. Can't wait for basketball to be back. What is that, July 30th? This is a good one. When you guys get really, really excited, you go like woo, or like woot woot. Sometimes in like e-gamers, they say woot woot. And everyone that experiences these sports or plays these sports or does these exciting activities, we call them wooters. But the second thing, it's also very strategic. Very hard to get a company that's an original name right now. Like Apple, Google, now Wooter. You type in Wooter into Google, there's no other Wooter. We're the only Wooter. First 10 pages is all us. Sports always been the biggest passion of mine. To do what you love, Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? So that's what Wooter's about. This is year 6 for us right now, and like I said, we're changing right now lives with CovCare. It's even more than sports. While sports is down, we're able to make an impact with selling and supplying hospitals, police departments, businesses with protective equipment and masks. Man, there's been so many fun projects. One that I'm wearing right now, Bowling for Peace, is a very close personal friend of mine, Haran. He started this to fight, not just police brutality, but also just crime and violence. A lot of kids that grow up in, inner cities, they don't have the same opportunities that I do, or my friends do, and maybe some of you guys do, because, just not many options for them. So he started this program to keep them off the streets and playing basketball, and that's why it's called Bowling for Peace. So we've been doing this 5 years now, and every single year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's good to play in a celebrity game with a few names. And I don't drop 20 points yet, but I'm getting my 10 points, 10 assists kind of games. So this is one exciting project. For Africa, that's my personal favorite project that we're doing. We started about 4 years ago when Hamid reached out to me on Instagram. He sent me a cardboard cutout of the uniforms that he really wanted us to make for him. And I didn't really get requests like that. People never sent me a cardboard, and I thought it was really unique. So we went ahead, we made some uniforms for him. We made 15 uniforms for him and his team. And I've never got so much thanks, so much gratefulness from somebody. I mean, you could definitely tell that he really cared about what we did for him. And that was just a small gesture. And then after that, he was telling me about what's going on in his community, what's going on in his city, how underprivileged kids are there. In Tanzania, it's a whole different level. You're not going to find a basketball court for miles and miles and miles. These kids over there, I mean, they're the ones that are underprivileged, and we want to make a change. I think sports is the best way to bring everybody together, the best way to learn some strong values. And I mean, I grew up through sports, so I know what it did for me. And we want to be able to give these opportunities to the kids down there. And we started off with our first basketball season. We had about 12 teams. And it was a big hit. Everyone loved it. People came from all around the city just to take part. And then even the championship game, there was a lot of people in the stands. I'll say like, a couple hundred people. So that was the first thing we did like that. Season 2 got bigger. Season 3 was our just previous season. We just had that. We ended it in February. The whole city came out for the championship game. It was amazing to see. There was so much energy there. At that time, there was over 24 adult teams. We had 8 junior teams, and we had 8 women's teams. So there was a lot of teams, a lot of people participated. I mean, it's amazing. So next step right now, what we're doing is we just bought some land there in Tanzania. We're going to develop it. We're going to build a basketball facility. We're going to build a soccer field and just really go big there. I mean, this is what we can do. I'm in a position to give back, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is how we're going to make an impact in the world. It's through Wooter Africa. Man, we could be here all day. We're going to be here all day. So we create this platform right now that literally automates our whole business. A customer could go on there, find their uniform that they want. Let's say it's a basketball uniform. They customize it any way they want through a custom builder, right? It's on their phone or on the computer. And they could do that, or they could speak directly with our designer. We have VIP service, so they could work directly with the designer and customize anything they want. On top of that, they create their own package, uniforms, home and away, socks, backpack. They buy a basketball, customize the basketball. pretty much create their own package, and they're able to just sign up right on the website, check out, create their own package. After that, it goes directly to the factory. So we're working with 20 plus factories, and they're on our platform. So everything's automated, and it goes straight from the customer as soon as they pay to the factory. The factory is able to place the order, goes right to then it goes directly from the factory to the customer's hands. So very, very powerful system. It's the future of the sports apparel business. Man, the sports industry has a lot of room for innovation. That's one of the industries. You look at biotech, you look at finance, you look at consumer goods. These industries have very, very high tech disruption. Sports is a business so fashioned. There's a lot of coaches, old timers, so to say, and they're kind of a little hesitant to change. So software is a little behind there, and we're trying to do our best part to create software and make sports more exciting, more easier to use. One thing I really want to do is just create this ESPN-like experience for these players. Right? I'm playing in a basketball league every single Monday. I want to be experiencing the league just like the NBA has, every single day until my game on Monday. So that means fantasy points, player profile, season averages, rankings in the league. You want to feel like you're a pro when you're playing in a league. And Wooter is able to bring that kind of technology, kind of innovation to your local league. So the everyday Joe feels like a pro. That's what we say. You got to pivot. Otherwise, you're going to be left in the dust. And that's what happened to a lot of these sports businesses. When sports open up again in 2 months, you're not going to see a lot of these same faces. So it's going to give us a good opportunity to become the market leader in the space. But you got to be thinking outside the box at all times. And things like this, like the pandemic, like the coronavirus, really shows what companies are going to be here for a long time, what they're going to be here to stay. During the recession back in 2008, that's when companies like Facebook, Google, Apple really showed their true colors because they got through that. And I think that's where Wooter's going to be in CovCare. Keep your eyes on Wooter Apparel. Keep your eyes out on CovCare. And stay tuned for Entrepreneur of the Month. My name's Alex, signing off.